Hola, muy buenas, bienvenidos a Manual 28 Gameplay. Aquí estamos en este Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Continuamos aquí con Snake, con Big Boss. Están todos dormidos, inconscientes. Lo que no sé es si aquí Ocelot nos dará algo. Caza ratón. ¿No pasa algo más? No. Yo tampoco quiero moverles mucho por si acaso se despiertan. Este no me da nada. ¿Y este? Mira. Vale, ¿para dónde tengo que ir? Una pregunta. En la casita esta, o sea, en el cuarto donde estaba Sokolov, ¿hay algo? No, está cerrado. Ah, no, está abierto. Debajo de la cama no hay nada. No, no tiene pinta de que haya nada aquí. Las patillas no se puede abrir, ¿no? Madre mía, déjame pasar. Madre. No, no se puede abrir. Vale, entonces a ver por dónde es. Supongo que está por aquí. Se ha abierto un camino o algo. No. Pues por dónde es. ¿Hacia atrás otra vez? No creo, ¿no? No creo que es hacia atrás. Tiene que ser hacia el otro lado. Tiene que ser hacia el otro lado. Ese de arriba tengo que darle. Me van a despertar, ya verás. Ah, no, no tengo tiro desde aquí. ¿Desde dónde tengo tiro para darle a ese? A ver, pues no sé. Ah, desde el tejado puede ser. Y por aquí no veo que pueda pasar. No se puede abrir esta puerta. Creo que desde aquí. Tampoco tengo tiro desde aquí. No, no tengo tiro desde aquí, ¿eh? Ah, ni de coña, desde aquí no, no le disparo ni de coña. Vale, pues no sé para dónde es. Sinceramente. Voy a llamar al mayortón a ver qué me dice.
Snake, stay alert. The KGB and GRU both have their sights set on Sokolov. GRU is a military espionage outfit, the intelligence wing of the Soviet Defense Ministry's General Staff Office. It competes with the KGB, which is under the Ministry of Internal Affairs, and the two are always watching each other.
Never let the left hand know what the right hand
O
is
quizá
doing.
lo sepa para Mary.
Exactly. Now, added to that rivalry, there's a vicious power struggle going on between the Khrushchev faction and the anti-Khrushchev faction.
So
Es que volver hacia
Khrushchev
atrás.
is using the KGB and Volgin and the anti-Khrushchev forces.
Igual hay que volver hacia atrás.
That's the idea. The two factions are fighting over Sokolov. We're in an extremely dangerous situation here.
Yeah,
Es que no veo
I'm
otra
aware
opción.
of that.
Get Sokolov out of there safely. He must not be turned over to the KGB or to the GRU. Sokolov took off in the direction of the rope bridge. Get after him.
Vale, al puente colgante. Vale. Me vale. Nada, vamos. Lo que no sé es cómo disparar a eso, pero bueno. No sé si voy a poder... Vale, sí. Sí se puede, sí. Venga, vámonos. Queda poco de silenciador. Por cierto, voy a comer algo porque estoy aquí en las últimas. ¿Promo la pitón reticulada? Buenísima recuperación. O sea que estaba buenísima la retiolada. Estaba bastante buena. Mola. Si estaba buena, eso mola. Vale. Vale, pues se fue en esta dirección. No es que no había otro camino. La puerta esa está cerrada. Vale, esta es Sokolov.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit. Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best crew has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished!
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Vale, ha explotado algo,
Look,
En Metal Gear.
that's what they were making you build.
Yes. The
El
Shagohod,
Sagohod.
the treading behemoth, a tank capable
Una
of
especie de
launching
Metal Gear.
nuclear IRBM.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain.
Oh yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No, this is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2.
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War.
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
Vale. Vale, creo que es Vox. Es de Vox, esa. Sí. The Box.
Boss?
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Abejas. Este creo que es el viejo este de las abejas, tío. No me acuerdo cómo se llama. Vale, se lo llevan. O no era el viejo el que manejaba las abejas, no me acuerdo. Tío. Diría que sí, pero... Se lo llevan.
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome,
Ah, no, el viejo es este, el del loro, vale.
boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together,
De las
it's
abejas
time
era
we
otro.
go to the depths of hell itself. It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Volgin.
Kuwabara, Kuwabara. Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
Mira, lo destrozó ahí la pistola. No, no creo que tenga nada que hacer con vos.
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
Se ha roto el brazo la muchacha. No lo puedo mover. Nos tira. Hemos quitado la bandana, creo.
The new blood has been rejected. Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away.
Ahí
My
está
place is
claro.
with them now.
Está claro que ella no ha querido matarnos. Piensa que sobreviviremos. Vale, pero el por qué trabaja para ellos. Nos están llamando por codec.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it? First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you
Vale.
select cure, you can start the treatment.
Ujú.
Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using
Un
the weapon
tratamiento
window button.
quirúrgico con R2.
Your injuries
Vale.
include a fractured left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your
Codo
upper
y
arms,
costilla
right elbow, and abdomen.
derrotado. Codo derecho y
They
abdomen.
need to be
Joder.
fixed using surgical treatment.
Intervención
Move the healing
quirúrgica.
cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select the medical item and then press the enter button.
Vale, entiendo.
With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood,
Desinfectante,
and bandages to wrap the wound.
Antisépticos para curar la
If
hemorragia
you do
y
everything
vendas.
I mentioned, the wound should heal completely.
Vale.
Understood?
Más o menos.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
Esa está todo guapo, ¿eh? Eso está todo guapo, tío. Cura, a ver. Corte. Sufres cortes muy profundos. Sangrado. No se ha colocado una venda. Todavía no se ha desinfectado. Vale, esto entonces hay que desinfectarlo. Suero. Envenenamientos. Efectuando sobre indigestión. Medicina para el resfriado. Vale. Medicamento digestivo para tratar los dolores de estómago. Vale. Aquí supongo que sea ungüento, ¿no? No, esto es para las quemaduras, claro. ¿Es astrígeno, puede ser? Eficaz para corte y heridas de picado y para detener la hemorragia. Supongo que sea este. Esto y unas vendas o sutura. El ungüento es para quemaduras. Esto es desinfectante. Claro. Desinfectante, se utiliza para tratar cortes y heridas. Vale, infecciones. Vale. Pues esto. Desinfectante. Sufres cortes profundos. Sangrando. No se ha colocado una venda. Entonces de disparo. O sea que no tengo. Tengo que colocar una venda aquí. Vale. Bueno, tenía que haber suturado, ¿no? Útil para tratar cortes, sí. Vale. ¿Qué tengo que hacerle aquí? Entonces era astrígeno. Claro, ya está. Era astrígeno el que me faltaba. Vale, sufres corte por profundo, sangrado. No se ha colocado una venda, todavía no se ha desinfectado, vale. Supongo que sea desinfectar, el astrígeno, sutura y venda. Vale. Y esto es lo mismo. Desinfectar, sutura, venda. Un hueso roto, no se ha colocado una venda, vale. El hueso roto creo que es tablilla y una venda. Exacto. Y esto lo mismo. Esto es desinfectar, el astrígeno, sutura y una venda. Y esto hueso roto. Vale, hueso roto que es tablilla y venda. Guay. Eso estaba guapo, tío. Tiene que valer eso. Colocarse ahí el codo. No sirve para...
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
¿Había alguien ahí? ¿Había alguien, tío? Es que son los de Volgin, ¿no? No es el Sago Hot. Hombre, ócelo, muchacho. Un lanzamisiles y una ojiva, eso.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
La chica de Sokolov. Es un ayudante de Sokolov o algo.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death.
Ah, el beso de la muerte.
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Invitar a que seguramente que lleve veneno o algo así.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Pues tiene una cabeza nuclear. Y guarda datos, sí, claro. Se colocaron en el 2. Ahí está. Y aquí pues empezamos este Metal Gear Solid.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night.
La verdad que es uno de los mejores Metal Gear. Obviamente a mí, para mí, el 1 es el que más me gusta. El 3 está muy bien. Cosa que le tengo menos fresco que los demás, porque yo creo que le jugué menos. Pero es un juego. Y aparte que ahora va a salir el remake, que tiene una pintaza tremenda. Que puedes hacer de todo, tío. Puedes comer, te puedes curar. La parte de cazar animales para poder comer. El camuflaje. La infiltración. Todo, o sea. Como come la serpiente ahí. Snake Eater. Me quedo aquí en negro. Ah, vale. Bueno, pensé que se me había quedado pillado o algo. Una semana después.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze entry system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad. So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson? Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin? Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
Voyevoda.
The Boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The Boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells?
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. Serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, The boss, with Colonel Volgan's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in a violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The Army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once, and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgan. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgan is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgan as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Todo el marrón para nosotros, claro. Todo el marrón para el pobre
Are the
Snake.
Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB in exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgan's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Vale, pues esta es otra forma de llegar a la selva, creo.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet.
Nos han detectado los rusos, imagino.
It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
Bueno, un buen aterrizaje. Es otra forma de llegar. Y ahora con la bandana de box.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally,
Elimina de
eliminate the
box.
boss.
Y de paso a Bolivin
Eliminate
ya,
the
¿no?
boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
¿Y cómo te tengo que llamar ahora?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
But I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
Harry.
You know, let's just use Zero, like
Zero.
we've been doing all along.
All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square 0. My frequency is 140.85. Oh,
Perfecto.
I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is
Vale.
this her last chance too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission.
45-73. Vale.
145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time.
Vale, a
That
guardar
frequency
por la
is also
misma.
the same. 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint.
Señor
He's
Sigint.
an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him.
48-41.
His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How'll I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, who are the patriots?
¿Quién son los patriotas? Y la respuesta es
Lalilulelo.
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 You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States
Claro, es una
government.
misión oficial del
It
gobierno.
would be
Claro.
necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent.
Sigue siendo de
Khrushchev's
infiltración.
regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission.
Efectivamente,
Snake,
sigue siendo de
if you
infiltración.
fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood.
Perfecto.
Commencing Operation
Pues
Snake
nada, la
Eater.
operación Comedor de Serpientes. Vale. Maravilla. ¿Qué tenemos aquí? A ver, tenemos prismáticos, tenemos el puro, lo de la muerte falsa, el antipersona, detector y sonar. Vale. Y aquí pues tenemos el cuchillo. Tenemos una 45 ya con silenciador. Pero no tenemos la de dormir. Y supongo que llegará el momento de que la conseguiremos, ¿no? Aquí de momento no tengo nada más. Ya tengo calorite mate, que es la comida esta. Y ya está. Y en esto no tengo nada más. Vale. Perfecto. Pues lo que vamos a hacer ahora es pegar un guardadito. Vamos a llamar aquí a Paramedic.
Snake, it's so good to hear from you again.
Same here. It's been a week, hasn't it?
4 days, actually.
Huh?
I visited you in the hospital. You were still unconscious, though.
Then you must have seen me naked.
Me has visto
Yeah,
desnudo.
but you were all wrapped up in bandages and tubes, so I couldn't do anything but look.
Better luck next time.
Let's hope so. But seriously, don't forget that you were like that until just yesterday. In fact, you really shouldn't even be on this mission.
Pues hombre,
Keep an eye on your
de
stamina
reposo no me han dado
gauge.
nada.
If you start to run low, don't push yourself. Eat something to replenish your stamina. And try not to get yourself hurt. If you're wounded or get bitten by a venomous animal, go into the survival viewer immediately and treat yourself using cure.
Vale.
Yeah. I can see you still know how to nag.
You're welcome. And I can see you still don't know when to keep your mouth shut.
Maybe so. By the way, I heard you're going to lose your medical license if this mission fails.
Yes, there was talk of that, but the mission won't fail, will it?
Of course not.
Bueno, igual alguna vez nos matarán, pero
But you know
se
what?
tratará de
I
hacerlo
really
bien.
don't care about my medical license.
Didn't they use that to force you to participate in this operation?
No, I volunteered.
Why?
So that I could watch over you.
Huh.
Snake, you're the best agent I've ever seen. But you push yourself too hard. You're reckless. Someone has to stop you from getting into trouble, to make sure you and the boss don't kill each other. So that's why I volunteered. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better guardian angel than me, right?
Thanks.
Stop right there.
Huh?
You can thank me when you get back.
All right.
Vale, vamos a guardar. Guardamos aquí mismo. Sí,
Okay, good luck, Snake.
gracias. Y bueno, y vamos a dejar el capítulo de hoy aquí de este Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Comida. Tenemos que volver a cazar. No nos queda otra. Tenemos aquí cura, tenemos medicina, tenemos la operación. Vale. Opciones. ¿Para qué son las opciones? Vale. Tengo un mapa aquí. Vale. Pero tampoco en el mapa te indica mucho. Camuflaje, tal y demás. Pero bueno, eso ya lo iremos viendo en los próximos capítulos de este Metal Gear Solid 3. Así que nada, espero que os haya gustado y nos vemos aquí en Manucal 28 Gameplay. Hasta la próxima.